In this video, I'm going to look at rearranging formula that include cubes. Now, it's important for us to know that the inverse of a cube is a cube root because we are going to perform inverse operations when we rearrange these equations and formulas. What that means is that, for example, if you have x cubed is equals to 7, then x will be equal to the cube root of 7. Okay? Just like 2 cubed is equal to 8, then the cube root of 8 is equal to 2. Okay, so we are using these inverse operations to undo these equations. And we can use the same idea to undo or rearrange the formula on the right hand side. So in this case, x will be equal to the cube root of m. Below here, we have 2x cubed is equals to 11. The first step is to get rid of the 2, so we divide by 2 on each side, which means on the left will be left by 2 divided by 2 is 1, so x cubed is equal to 11 over 2. And then x alone will be given by the opposite of cubing is cube root. So we have the cube root of 11 over 2. On the right hand side, again, you start by dividing by a. So what we shall end up with is, by the way, a divided by a is 1. So x cubed is equals to b over a. So x will be equal to the cube root of b over a. The next question, we have rearrange the formula to make x the subject. Okay, so we need to be left with x alone. Maybe the first step will be getting rid of the denominator. So if you want to start with getting rid of the 3, so look at it this way. The opposite of dividing by 3 is multiplying by 3. So we'll multiply by 3 on each side to balance the equation. 3 divided by 3 is 1. So we have 3v is equal to 4 pi x cubed. Then from there, we can go ahead and inspect. By inspection, we can see that 4 pi is multiplied by x cubed. The opposite of multiplying by 4 pi is dividing by 4 pi. So we divide by 4 pi on each side. What you shall end up with is 3v over 4 pi is equal to x cubed, because 4 pi divided by 4 pi is 1. So basically, x will be equal to the cube root of 3v over 4 pi. We can apply the same process to work out, similar process to work out b. The first step is to get rid of the denominator. So the opposite of dividing by x cubed is multiplying by x cubed. So what we end up with is x cubed multiplied by d is equals to n. And the next step is getting rid of the d, so divide by d on each side. D divided by d will be equal to 1, so we are left with x cubed is equals to n over d. And x alone will be the cube root of n over d, because the opposite of cubing is cube root. Example 3, rearrange the formula to make x the subject. So the first step that you may want to do is to get rid of this guy. Okay, get rid of that guy. So the opposite of subtracting y squared over b squared is adding y squared over b squared. So we're going to add y squared over b squared on each side of this equation. Um, These two will be equal to 0 because it's just like negative 2 plus 2. That will be equal to 0. So what you're left with is x cubed over a cubed is equals to 1 plus y squared over b squared. And then the opposite of, um, if you look at a cubed here, we need to get rid of that denominator. So the opposite of dividing by a cubed is multiplying by a cubed. So multiply by a cubed on this side and multiplied by a cubed on this side. Now a cubed and a cubed will cancel to give us 1. So what we shall end up with is x cubed is equal to, we can bring a cubed in front, so a cubed into 1 plus y squared over b squared. Okay? So, and then the final solution will be x, the opposite of cubing is cube root, so the cube root of a cubed into 1 plus y squared over b squared. And that will be our final solution.